Shalom. Shalom. Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahushai Ba'Hashem Arak HaKodesh Brakta Yahweh Brakta Yahushai Brakatham to all the Akim Wa'akim out there keeping this word truth in all sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, the 2/3, the heathens, this wicked queendom, and the rise of Yasha'Allah, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Lam Lam Yam. I just want to say the water. And what I'm going to talk about today is going to be just kind of like, it's going to be all truth from what I've gone through, and I'm gonna tell you everything that I've been through, and maybe it will benefit and motivate and help raise you. Now, these 144,000, a lot of people keep talking about they ain't never gonna been through nothing. They're gonna be virgins. That's not true. They're gonna have been through stuff because the Most High, Yahweh, cannot lie. And it says that in the scriptures. He cannot lie. And if he says he condemns the one, or it's like I'm going to mess up the word, but I'm going to say condemns the one that he loves. And I don't mean condemn. It means he, there we go. He chastises the one that he loves. So not that you ain't loved because you ain't chastised, but the ones that he does love, he does chastise. So that means that the 144,000 is going to have been through stuff. They're going to have gone through tribulations and all kinds of things. How else can they lead and help save you? These are his elect. How you going to be elect if you ain't ever gone through nothing? I'm going to tell you guys some stories, a little bit of things that I've gone through, stuff that's happened to me. You don't got to believe it. You do what you want. There's been people that seen stuff and they'll still deny it. It's all on you, even though they know the truth. I tell people dreams and they know it come to truth. They rather get mad at me instead of accept the dream and try to change. It's just whatever. So with that said, these 144,000, they're going to have been through some trials and tribulations. I mean, I'm not saying that there ain't going to be some that ain't been through stuff, but there's going to be some that been through stuff. Like for me, I'm going to tell y'all straight the truth. I mean, I've been through a lot. Kidnappings, all kinds of stuff. Like literally a lot, because even though you guys may see people being in foster care and be like, oh, he's just in foster care. Sometimes those kids are kidnapped. Sometimes those kids are taken from their parents. Not all the times that their parents are bad, which I'm not saying my parent wasn't, unable to take care of me. But the fact of the matter of that they would lie and say that my other parents and family don't exist when they did, that's a form of kidnapping, regardless of what you say or not. You can't say, oh, I did this for your best interest. How do you know what my best interest was if you don't know what my future is to be? You're not Yahweh. You're not our Father. But, Yahweh knows what he's doing. He puts us in a certain situation like he did Moses, like he did Noah, like he did Jacob, Abraham, Isaac. He puts us in situation. Now, everybody's situation is a little bit different. But Moses got put into the situation where he was in the enemy's land. He was in the enemy's house. So you can't say that the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai, is not omnipotent. That he is not the greatest. That he is not the warlord of all warlords in this world. In the spiritual war, the physical war. He is the one. He is the Elohim. He is the power. He's the one. He's the Alpha. He's the Omega. He's going to be there from the beginning to the end. Now, it's going to seem like I'm jumping all over in Salakia. That's just how it's going to be. The ones that's going to get it is going to get it. The ones that don't just won't get it. So, he puts us in situations. For example, he put me in these foster homes. He put me in these different group homes. A lot of this was trials and tribulations to teach, to bring me to here where I'm at right now. To be able to sit down and look at my past and be like, man, you did all this to build me up so I can help teach others. You did all this to build me up to get me to this situation right now. And the situation right now might not even be where he wants me to go, of course. But as far as that aspect of like putting me in different foster homes, putting me through different things, having me in college at 15, having me fail the 7th grade 3 times, not because it was me, it was to show the wickedness of other people. I was in foster homes with foster parents, and it's crazy like this. These foster homes and governments put you in these foster homes with Christians, a lot of them pastors and this and this. So the worst times of your life, man. I was locked up. I want to say I was in foster care for at least, I want to say about 8 years, 9 years. No, 8 years. And which with each foster home that I was in, I spent 3 years of my life locked up in a room. Now, I had pastors that were I had foster parents that were pastors. And and when I say 3 years of my life locked up in a room, I'm talking per foster home. So I lived in each foster home around 4 years. So each foster home, I was locked up in my room. I always been alone. And this is way back even before foster care. I always been alone. I always been alone. I would get up at like 6, 7 years old and go rake graveyards for money out in Hilltop or out in Omaha, Nebraska, in the Hilltop 33rd projects, man. When y'all see that movie Belly, that shit really like that out there. Like, niggas just kill for no reason out there. I lived in Fort Lauderdale. I lived in Hilltop. I lived out there in Omaha. I banged every day. When I say I banged, I didn't claim no hood, nothing like that. I fought. As in, people didn't like me. I fought all the time. I was like 6, 7 years old fighting 14, 15-year-olds. I was knocking little kids' teeth out. That's why I'm telling you. And then I'm going to get more in this. We are not the same type of people on this earth. And we are separated by things like blood and everything else. There's a separation, the spirit and everything else. And I'll explain that. Even through family, even the nigga sitting next to you that you calling your brother that came out your mom's vagina. You got a different dad. Is not your blood. That is not your family. Bro, that could be your dead ass enemy that came out your mom's pussy and you sitting right there next to him calling him your brother. And this nigga may be an A positive and you an O negative. This nigga may be an A negative and you an O negative. You separate, nigga. Separate nations, separate. So like I was saying, yeah, I was fighting every day. Man, 14, 15-year-olds, I be punching these niggas in their mouth. Like, I've been knocking little kids' teeth out since I was a little kid. And it's not that I want to. I always cry because I don't like hurting people. Because it's like, I know, like, it would be to the point that my mom, my sister would just watch me out the window. And they'd be like, we love it when we fight. We just know as soon as you fight, you're going to fuck everybody up. And it, like, I mean, I've had kids of like 20, 30 people surrounding me. And a 14-year-old is be trying to punch me in my face, can't even knock my ass out. I mean, get a clean-ass hit, can't even knock me out. I'm 6, 7 years old. And I'm just looking at these niggas like, bro, we not different. You know what I mean? I mean, we not the same. We're not at all. Now, I've been alone since I was young on my own. Like, walking, doing graveyards, walking around trying to get food stamps to feed, trying to get away from the nation of Israel. I was trying to get away from y'all. A lot of y'all are heathens. I was trying to get away. Trying to be separate, trying to get my family up out the way. And that's what y'all need to be doing right now. Y'all need to get up and be set apart. I've been trying to do that since I was young. Since I was young, I've been talking to my father. Since I was young, I've been having dreams that be coming true. And I'm going to tell y'all about that too. So, but back to what I was saying about the separation, about how we different. Salakia. Yeah, being alone, being locked up in these foster homes, everything is for a reason. The Most High put you in there just like Moses. Man, we all weapons. I've been telling people I'm a weapon since I was a little kid. I've been telling people I will never die since I was a little kid. I said the only way I'm going to die is if I'm saving a whole bunch of people. And it's funny because as I got older, I had dreams and stuff for the Most High. And I'm talking about a lot of these dreams really came, I want to say, since 2010. When I was a kid, I was in foster home, like in a foster home. And I mean, let me tell you real quick. So I had foster parents that would make me, they're so religious, they had me fail the 7th grade. Not because I couldn't do the work, because women would write me letters about their relationships. Now, I'm not asking them for that. Now, tell me that shit ain't senseless. That's senseless. So you would make somebody miss out on going to the next grade because you're scared that this nigga growing up. That don't make no sense. Yo, so now when y'all understand like me failing grades and getting in college at 15 still on a full ride, I never actually finished any type of schooling. Like, it's like the stuff that I know, I just know. And like even when I was in college, my college teacher was like, how the fuck are you doing my 3rd year students' work in your first week? He's like, this shit is incredible. How you doing this? Being locked up, man, I'm telling you, when you locked up in these rooms, in these houses, your mind and your knowledge start going. The only person you got to talk to is Yahweh. That's gonna be your best friend. Like, I mean, literally, I've like, I'm gonna say since 2010, Okay, there was when I was in that one of those really first foster homes, I prayed to Yahweh. I didn't know his name was Yahweh at that time, though. I was like, Father, please stop giving me dreams. Because y'all don't know, I'm telling you, y'all niggas, a lot of y'all don't know about being attacked, man. Like spiritual war, being in a spiritual war. Like even some of my other foster parents are like, yo, that were pastors are like, yeah, he's going to be in the spiritual war. He's going through spiritual war. That's just it. Like waking up and seeing shit floating over you. You know what I mean? Not trying to hurt you, just floating. Like you don't know what kind of, I'm talking about having dreams where you got demons, like you walking somewhere, you got demons as soon as you turn around screaming in your face and you can still see they shit. Like, nigga, I did not sleep as a kid much. Like I was always up staring at the fucking door. Staring at the door, like seeing demons. Now every night I could get stronger and stronger in it. I would fight these niggas back. Fight them back. Like, I've had out of body experiences. Like, been there meditating, trying to learn how to water bend or fire bend and fall asleep and wake up and start heading towards my door. And then my mirror on my closet, my closet is a mirror, and look back and see my body still laying there. And I'm like, yo, I got to go lay back down. I'm not going to go wander around. This is before these movies even came out. But I'm sorry, I'm digressing. I'm a little all over, but you're going to get the point. Either you're going to be like, this nigga telling the truth or this nigga lying or he crazy, whatever. Whatever you say, you say. Okay, so since I was a little kid, like, I'm not saying I see like dead people, like, oh, I see dead people, but like, I have dreams about people like coming to see me and I'll wake up crying. I'll be like, Mom, this old man, this person came, he was messing with me. And my mom be like, oh, like I'll describe him to him. She'll be like, oh, that's your uncle. And then next thing you know, she'll be like, oh, she just get a call or something, be like, yo, your uncle just died. You was one of his favorites. My mom knows. My mom will always tell people, I ain't gonna tell y'all my name. They're like, I'm telling you, Aria Shakur special. That's what they would say. She would say he's special. She know my dreams come true. Like I told her when she was gonna die. Even when I got the phone call, when I woke up, my wife woke me up. Was like, your phone's ringing. I woke up out of my sleep. I was like, I know my mom just died. Answer the phone. My mom had passed away. Cool. Had dreams like that with my brothers and people else. Like, yo, be sleep. Like wake up. Like, hey man, I had a dream. I just had a car accident. They be like, man, that's crazy. We just got in a car accident right now. Like, yo. It's not no lie. When y'all talk about like spiritual powers and stuff, ain't being here and all this shit, bullshit. So, all right. So I had prayed to stop having dreams because my dreams was that surreal. And that was when I was about, I'll say 11 years old, maybe 12. Yeah, somewhere around there. Because it was before I had started getting sperm. So I remember I was just waking up and like I would have dreams that an alien came and took me around the house where my foster parents was and showed me that these niggas was like dwelling with demons and these niggas is pastors and I couldn't understand this shit. And it was like, and I was like, why am I seeing like aliens and shit? And then it's like, I go to sleep and I wake up and I be up and I pray. I'm like, Father, please just stop giving me dreams. Because I'm telling you, these being attacked by demons is not a joke. Being held down, being yelled at in your face, asking, who do you worship? Shit like that while you sleeping and waking up and seeing like a dark shadow move to your doors with red eyes and shit. And then the light come back into the room. Like, y'all niggas, you can't make this shit up, bro. That's why when people tell me shit, I be like, all right, I understand. I don't judge them. Like, when I see people talking to themselves out there on the street, y'all be like, they talking to themselves. Fuck that. I be like, that nigga could be talking to an angel. You don't know what dimension that nigga's seeing in. You don't know. That ain't for you. You don't get to determine somebody else's faith. You know what I mean? So, I had prayed. Actually, how I said, please, man, please. I was like, stop giving me dreams. And this is when I had just barely tried to get saved and stuff at this church. Because I was like, crying because he was talking about the book that your name ain't written in the book, and I was the first time I've been to church like that. I was like, what you mean my name ain't in no book? That's the spirit. It was 144 44 44 with it on the time. Yo, I was like, what you mean my name ain't in no book? I want my name in that book. I was like, so I gotta go up there in front of this dude to get saved. I was crying. I was bawling. So I did that, but some still didn't resonate in me because people still treated me different. I always been treated different, you know what I mean? Always been the one that's off, you know what I mean? Always been different, you know what I mean? Regardless of no matter what, been the outsider, you know what I mean? And that's cool. I ain't tripping. I love that. People say I'm introverted. No, man. I just don't like bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm willing to work for what I got to get, especially when it comes to the Father. So it's like, I'm like, that's been my best friend since I was little. But okay, okay. So I didn't even know about Israelites. And, you know, I got people right now that'll tell you, they'll be like, I don't ask him for dreams anymore. I don't ask him about nothing about me. I don't, because they be crying. They be like, when they find out that what I'm saying is true. Now, I've had people call me up, like, man, how did you know this? Why, like, and then they'll tell me not to tell them stuff no more. So even if I know something's about to happen, I respect them. I just don't tell them, which is fucked up. Because it's kind of like they blood's on my hand, but it's like, yo, I mean, if it was that drastic of a warning, I would tell them, you know. But like, shit, man, like, I'm gonna skip some years and just go to like 2010, man. I remember I was sitting in Vegas. I was in my room asleep, and I kept having these dreams, man. I was having a dream that the world was on fire. There was just stuff falling from the sky, and I was in Vegas. And when I was in Vegas, I was at a UFC fight, and I was in the MGM Grand, and I was watching, and I just seen people running and screaming. This is way before I knew about chariots and all this shit. I'm telling you the truth. And I just seen everybody screaming, and they was yelling, and they was trying to escape out the MGM Grand. And I ended up crawling out of a ventilation shaft to some bay doors, which the bay doors don't exist. They may be there, but they're not where the part where I came out by where the lion is in the front. So I came out, and I'm facing like Las Vegas and Tropicana, and literally everything is on fire. And in my dream, I'm looking for my sister. And in my dream, I'm like, oh yeah, she's married. She lives in Boise. This is in my dream. And then I'm looking for my wife, which I don't even know if I knew her at that time. And it was the same one. And I was like, oh, no, I don't have to worry about her. She's with her family. Cool. And then the third thing was, it was like, I wasn't associated with any gym. Now, I've been doing MMA, Muay Thai, boxing, karate. I've always been associated with the gym. All these three things have happened. So my so-called sister actually picked me up. Now, this is just when I say a sister, like, you know, you meet somebody, you be like, oh, that's my sister. It's like that. And their family treats you, their mom call you her son. Like, yeah, that's like that. Like, that sister is literally, she's one of those people that tell you, like, she tells me, don't ever tell her no more dreams. Don't tell her no vision. And I ain't even got to be asleep to tell you. To be honest, if the Most High just he'll put the spirit on me and he'll put it in my head and I'll tell you, it'll be true. So she don't allow me to tell her nothing. So the next day after I had this dream, she picked me up to go to work. And I wanted to tell her about it, but I couldn't because she said, don't tell her no more stuff. So I don't tell her. But she's married. She lives in Boise. I'm not associated with any gym. I've been associated with gyms forever. Not associated with any fucking gym at all. And then what was that third thing? It was Boise. It was the gym. It's like I can't remember what the third thing was. Well, whatever that thing. Oh, my wife. Yeah, she, like, we not really even together right now. I mean, we together, but we ain't together. And it's like, she knows my dreams and stuff come true. She knows, man, she knows. She'll know for a fact. Like, we've been standing there and like having a car get towed or something. And the Most High has shown me, like, he'll show me a whole vision in like seconds of, like, he showed me like the car getting falling off the tow truck, about to roll down the hill. I'm going to run behind it and stop it. So, okay. So I tell my wife, I'm like, don't stand right there, because she's standing right behind the tow truck. Like, stand over here, because it's raining. It's pouring bad. It's pouring bad. Everybody's cars are flooded. Like, it was bad. You got cars all over the side of the road. So the car pops off the damn tow truck and starts rolling down the hill. And I'm telling you guys, man, I'm strong as fuck. I don't know where he gives me the strength from. So I run down the hill and I go behind the car and I stop it. And it's raining and it's pouring. It's going down a mountain. And my feet are sliding through the dirt. And out of nowhere, another tow truck driver dude ran up and was like, help me. You know, he jumped in the car, stopped the brake. But the tow truck driver looked at me and was like, that shit has never happened before. So, if y'all think that I'll be joking around about what I'm saying, I don't. And usually he gives me my dreams in threes and all kinds. But sometimes he'll just give me like this. Or like somebody's about to get fucked up and I'll be like, please, not this person. You know, like when we was getting in a car accident and the car was about to crash on one side and kill my wife. I was like, please, Father, not her. He turned the car somehow. I don't know how he did it. But I mean, it was like, what the fudge, how that happened? You know, like, but, okay, so there's people that they know. I don't say no. They've seen my dreams come true. Even my brother. We was partying one night. And was laying on the floor. I was sleeping. We had a bunch of people over. He come in the living room, make his cocoa roos. You know, the cocoa pebbles, but the cocoa roos. And this ain't a dream. This is where I woke up already. And I'm like, oh, my back. And he's like, what's wrong? I was like, man, I had a dream that I ran outside the bar. So we used to do a lot of raves and stuff at bars and stuff. And I was like, and I ended up getting in a fight with this dude. And it was raining. And it was like over a girl. For some reason, I was chasing the girl to get her number. And I ended up fighting the dude. And then some other cars rolled up. And some dude hit me in the back with like a pole or a pipe or something. So that night, we went out and we're doing a rave or we're doing some type of party. We're doing a huge party. And my brother kicked somebody out. So I'm like, whatever, you know, kicking them out. And then the dude's talking shit and we're all leaving, bro. It's like we closed down, we leaving. Next thing you know, we start scrapping. While I'm over here, you know, doing my thing on somebody. And I look over to the right and my homeboy's standing there. This nigga just leaning on his car. Now, he ain't fighting nobody. He ain't just chilling. And I'm looking at him. And it's like, at this time, I wasn't realizing what was going on. I'm looking at him for him to warn me. And this is what I realized later on. Is like he was supposed to be warning me, but he was watching the whole thing. So while I'm fighting this one dude, there's all these other fights going on. And I remember my brother, he got his arm broke. Because the dude had, one of the dudes that jumped out of the car, because cars rolled up. Jumped out, you know, hit my brother with a bat. Bow, my brother blocked it. You know, we all fighters, martial artists. Bow, broke it, you know, but he still blocked it, you know what I mean? And the dude just looked at him, I guess my brother said, and was like, oh, fuck this. And he turned around, and they was directly behind me, I guess maybe like a couple 100 feet, or I don't know, some 100 feet. And I'm just sitting there uppercutting this dude. Bow, bow, bow. And all I heard in my head, like after I looked at my homeboy that was standing to the right, leaning against his car, was, Aria, move. It's something in my spirit. I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm beating this dude up on one end of a Honda, like a 1992 Honda Accord. And we're on the front end of it. And behind it is another Honda Accord, like a 2003 or something. And this was like a 2003 or something. Let's just say it was like the newer one. And that's behind it. Something, when I dove, something picked me up. And I flew past both cars, probably about like 10 feet, maybe even more. And it was like I blacked out while I was in the air or something. And when I landed, I just remember I had on a Coco Pelly. That was gone. My do-rag was gone. That's when niggas used to rock do-rags hard. My do-rag was on. I had on some Nike Cortezes. And my Cortez, all my shit was off of me. Everything was off. I was looking around like, where the fuck my shoes and stuff? And it was like I was waking up, and it was like I remember my cousin. She was like, "Oh hell nah, you hit my cousin." Now, when I say family, this is families that then took me in. You know what I mean? She grabbed one of my shoes, and they chase this nigga down to a corner and wham, wham, bam, whatever, you know. But the thing is, like, them was angels that picked me up, because I could not explain how I got that fucking far. And I can't explain. I was blacked out and I woke up and I didn't get hit. No injuries, nothing like that. And everybody's like, we thought he hit you. Like, nah, man, I was gone. So I keep telling y'all, sometimes these walks are different. Some people got, like, we all got like 70,000 angels around us. But these walks, they different, man. Like, for each person. So, like, when I tell you, like, I be talking to the Father, like, man, I'm, like, literally, when I, like, people used to be like, what are you doing? Praying. Are you sleeping? No, I'm praying. Even when I was in the wickedness, I was still always praying. Because, you know, you're going to get lost on your journey. How you else you going to wake up if you ain't ever get lost? Even more lost. You know what I mean? So, like, people know my dreams and stuff come true. So, back to what I was saying. So, everything was on fire. This is Vegas. This is in 2010 when I had this dream. Everything was on fire. I didn't have my wife. I didn't even know if I knew her at that time, but I seen her in my dream. My sister was married. She lived in Boise. And I wasn't associated with no gym. Now, I'm talking about, when I say everything was on fire, I'm talking about people's faces was melting. Like, melting, like, off their face. You had, like, people with gas masks on, walking around with guns. And I remember I just jumped in the car. And there were some Hawaiian people that I knew that, you know, they were, like, some decent people. So they jumped in. It was, like, the mother and daughter. And we couldn't find the father and son, and we driving. And we trying to drive towards Utah. I'm like, I got to go to Colorado. I got to go get my brother. It's like, I couldn't even make it through. We couldn't make it through Utah. Utah was so burnt up. Like, you just couldn't. Like, Utah was burnt the fuck up. Like, you could not go through. You couldn't drive through. So I turned around. I'm driving back through Vegas. Her husband and her son jump in the car. And we driving. I'm like, fuck it. We got to go towards California. Going towards California. I'm talking about straight chaos, though, man. It's chaos. I'm talking about planes falling from the sky type shit. Like, bad. Like, military running around with guns. I'm talking about bad. So we get to this part where it's these mountains in, like, California, or, like, when you first start going in from Vegas. I'm like, man, we got to pull over. I'm like, we got to get out this car. Because everybody, like, people driving, and you see, like, there was, like, a couple people going up this mountain. I'm like, we got to go up this mountain. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, we got to go up this mountain. So we get up this mountain. And then this, like, these beams of light came down. I didn't know nothing about chariots being in the Bible. I know nothing about UFOs being in the Bible. But everybody starts running in there and running into the lights. And they're like, come on, Aria, come on. And I'm like, trying to go. And then these huge beams came out. Beams, not beams, beams. Like, people. They came out, and it was like, they was like grayish purple. They were so black. This before I even knew the angels was black. And they was sparkly as fuck. They was just super spark. I mean, they looked like they was shining like, there's just diamond. Like, if you took like a rhinestone jacket and put it all over their face, but still it was clear, and it was still like black behind it. Like, I mean, it was a grayish purple black. They was black, man. I can't even explain it. But they was like, they told me, they was like, no. It's like, you can't come. And I was like, why? They was like, no, you have to stay here, and you got to help save people. It's like, you got to find 5 people just like yourself, and you got to go save people. Now, they didn't tell me I have to find these 5 people and go save people with these 5 people, because I started trying to find 5 people. But realistically, about a year ago, I found 5 people that are just like me. And the only way you could be just like me is coming through my dad's dick and my dad's nutsack. And I got brothers and sisters that I never knew of, and I just found out this year, within this last year. So to me, I'm like, that's everything in that dream that's happened so far, except for the fire, which I believe is coming soon. And I honestly believe that this mess is really coming soon, man. I think within this next year, to be honest. I feel it. I feel it in my spirit. Like, man, I feel it. I keep feeling like UFO videos always keep popping up on my phone, even in my movies. Like, I just feel like it's coming soon. You know, even like people been walking up to me giving me gifts and stuff, like, and they'd be like stuff that like they'll be like, this is you. Like, man, this dude gave me something, some artifact from like, I mean, it's like I don't know, it's a chain that you wear around your neck, but it's something that's from like over there in the Middle East. And he's like, this is you. He's like, this is you. He goes, that going through that circle from the earth, that's you. He goes, this is us, this is you. And I'm like, wait, and we just had a discussion. Like, the more and more, it's like, I'm on my pilgrim now, and a lot of y'all be dissing on pilgrimage. Y'all don't get what it is, because you're going to need to know how to pilgrim. Oh, and this ain't no coincidence either, because ever since I was little, I was a little kid, my mom always be like, why you always play homeless? And I'm talking about, I was like maybe like around 2-3 years old. And I'd be like, because we all going to be homeless one day. And no lie, my family, we end up going through homelessness and stuff, but that ain't the homelessness I'm talking about. Well, that too maybe, but Jacob's trouble, y'all niggas gonna be homeless, bro. You're gonna be pilgriming. This ain't gonna be no joke. You're gonna be pilgriming. And, you know, I've been telling people for a long time, I'm like, man, I can remember back to the womb. Like, people ask me about my memory. Man, conversations and everything. Like, even my cousin, he asked me, he's like, how you remember stuff all the way back to you was like 2 in your diapers? Like, okay, I'll give y'all one thing that happened when I was a little kid. Like, I'm talking about, like, I was in my diapers, little, like 2, maybe 1. And I remember this black hand coming through the door, giving me a book. It came through the door, and it gave me a book. Now, we're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 3rd floor. I can't remember the street. I'm trying to remember. I think it's like 44th or 4th or North Riverside. I remember something Riverside and something, maybe like Riverside and 4 or something. But we're in some apartments, and I'm in the bedroom corner upstairs, 3rd floor. There's no way to get up there. I don't even know if there's a window. But, and this happened a couple years ago. My cousin asked me about this. This was like around 2000. I had my BMW, so 2014 maybe. He asked me, he's like, how do you remember that? You know, we ain't seen each other since we was little kids. So, he was like, oh yeah, he asked me, he was like, he goes, how? No, he goes, we walked in, he goes, we knew you were going to be a martial artist or a fighter. He goes, because when we walked in the room, you was in a room by yourself with the door shut. And we just kept hearing noises. And we go in there. And it's like the family, like my mom, my cousins, aunts, and all them, they went in there. They see me. They were like, you was in your diaper reading a book that nobody knows where it came from. And you was in there doing karate by yourself in a room with the door shut doing karate. And and he goes, everybody still wonders where the hell where that book come from. And I keep telling him, a black hand came through the door and gave me this book, but don't nobody remember. Everybody keeps trying. Still to this day, sometimes I'll go to like Barnes and Nobles or whatever, and I'll get that same exact book. Yeah, that Taekwondo book is the shit. That book is the shit. Like, y'all ever want to learn? There's a book out, man, and it got like, I think it got like 7 or 8 books of it, but I think I just had the 7th book, like the complete book. I don't know. So, and that's before I even knew the 7-minute completion. But yeah, man, there's been stuff like man, like I'm telling you, a separation is important. Y'all might not believe it, but like when I was saying you might be sitting right next to your enemies, a lot of y'all might be like, oh, blood doesn't matter. Blood separates you by tribe. It separates you by tribe. So one, you got the A, you got the B, you got the O. Slovakia. You got the A, you got the B, you got the O. You got the other shit. I ain't getting into all the other shit. I'm going to say A is Europe. B is like Africa, top of Africa, Asia. O is all of the Americas. So basically you Indian African, you African, you Indian. You know what I mean? You the real. You know what I mean? You can save everybody. But here's the thing. If it didn't matter what your blood type was, then you women should be able to get pregnant by whoever the fuck you want. Now, if it doesn't matter, I'm an O negative male, black male at that. And they try to say there's a little bit of us. There's a lot of us out there. Now, I'm going to let you know, we a little bit more sensitive to a lot of stuff, but we a lot more stronger than most people. But here's the thing. You got these O negative females out here. You wonder why they can't have babies. Wonder why? Because you fucking with an O positive male. That shit matters. A O negative woman can only get pregnant by an O negative male. Unless you want to go to Esau and take a pill. If it didn't matter, then why do you got to go take a pill? If the Most High didn't want to create separation, why do you have to take a pill? Why is it that these Illuminati rich folk, Rothschilds and all them, how come they're all O negative, but they do incest to keep it that way? Why is that? Why is that? They sleep with their whatever. Now, back in the day, we would get sleep with aunts and stuff like that from our mother's side, but not from our father's side. That's not how you do it. You know, the negative matters, man, because as an old negative male, I can get all y'all pregnant. I can save all y'all blood wise. But how many of y'all can save me? If it don't matter, give me your blood. Not that I would do it, but you can't. But people would say, oh, it don't matter. Yeah, it does. I know that O's from the same tribe. I know that A's from the other tribes. And I know that B's from a different tribe. Why? I can't accept their blood. I know that we ain't the same people. If we the same, then prove it. How are we all the same? That's why they trying to mix with O with A. Why would you want to do that? That's horrible. That's the worst thing you could do. Mix O with A. Why would you want to go do that? Them is all, you could use them as concubines. But when it comes to creating children, better keep your kids negative. I'm telling you. There's women, it says you're going to be saved in childbearing. How you going to be saved in childbearing if you can't have no kid? Why you can't have no kid? Because you're sleeping with every daddy dick and everything else out here. That's why it's going to be a problem. And it's going to be a problem soon when these governments come for you people, for you women. Because even down to the age 16, right now they're going down to the age of 17 being able to draft. So when this war crack off, and it will, it's going to be very soon, you women going to be trying to run off. The only way you're going to get saved from going to this war, your ass going to have to get pregnant. If you're an O negative woman, how you going to get pregnant by all these other niggas out here? You ain't going to be able to. Your ass going to be sent to war. A lot of you other women going to get sent to war too. You want to know why? Because y'all want to be like, you don't need no husband. You don't need no man. And that day you're going to be begging us men, get me pregnant. And then that day, your moms and your dad's going to be trying to give you away. I'm telling you the truth. Because they're going to be like, they ain't going to worry about your age no more. They're going to be like, I don't care if she's 15. I don't want to go die in this war. I don't care if she's 16. I don't want to go die. Give her to that dude over there. They're going to be giving your ass away. And you know what? Your ass going to get rejected. And niggas going to be like, go die. This is how it's going to be. All y'all trying to look real good. Trying to make your body real sexy. Oh, you're going to be real sexy, all right. When your eye bleeding all over yourself, smell like shit. Bullets flying over your head. You're going to get raped by the American troops. And your ass going to turn around and get raped by the fucking foreign troops. And realistically, they are foreign. Because you're fighting for some land. You're fighting for some land that's yours, but ain't yours anyway. It may belong to Shem, but and tell you how it can put things back in perspective, how it's supposed to be. And it ain't gonna be, you can't judge them by your color, bro. I'm telling you. Color matters and it don't matter. I'm not gonna just say it don't matter, but it's the spirit that you gotta go by. Besides, that's when you're gonna send the angels, your brothers, to come separate you. Your real brothers, if you are the tribe. If you of the elect, if you of the 144, if you of Yasha Allah, you're going to be separated. Even though that other nigga came out your mama's pussy, that nigga ain't gonna go with you. How? How is it possible? When he says, I shall choose 1 from a city, 2 from a family. Because not everybody's family's walking this walk, right? Everybody's family saying, oh, I'm a Christian. How you fucking Christian, bro? Doesn't Christian mean follower of Christ? How you following Christ if you don't keep no statutes, laws, and commandments? You don't keep no high holy days, but you keep all the holidays. You do the opposite of everything he says, which means that you're Satan. Do you know what the word Satan means? It means adversary of God. Do you know what adversary means? It means to go against the enemy. So even though you be like, no, I'm not the enemy, I just agree with this and this. Well, if you agree with abominations, you are a abomination. If you would defend abominations, then you are an abomination. So, since Yahweh can't lie, that means that you're the enemy. That means that you're the 2/3, the 66.6 that's going to be destroyed, the Shaitan, the devil, you're them. Because you can't be lukewarm. You either in or you out. That's just how it is. I mean, how can y'all be like, oh, only halfway? Especially you men, you want to be halfway. But when it comes to like some pussy, you want to be like, nah, I got to get all the way up in that. But you don't want to get all the way up in Yashala. You see what the difference is? I want to get all the way up in the pussy, but you don't want to get all the way up in Yashala. You know what I mean? You don't ever just be like, I just want to rub the tip on it. Come on, man up, bro. Man up. Yeah. Man up, bro. You got responsibility as a man. He says you got to provide a house, food, and clothing. You ain't got to go live out here with everybody else. Just be set apart. But what do? Let's go live in the projects. Let's stay in the projects where we could get our kids killed instead of move out in the middle of nowhere like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. No, let's not be like our forefathers. Let's not be separate. Oh, I am separate. I don't act like everybody else. Nigga, you're not separate. You act just like everybody else. If you're trying to get a house, you act just like everybody else. If you're paying rent, nigga, how hard is it for you to struggle? It's not hard at all. That's the easiest thing you can do. Take your money from work. You already behind on bills. Don't pay your rent. Go get you an RV. Take your RV, pay your RV off. Now you behind on rent. Cool. Now take that money, go pay payments while you living in this RV, and you paying your payments off. Now you don't owe that person nothing because it says not to borrow, but yet y'all still borrowing. Niggas be like, why you want to be separate on some land and try to build? Why the fuck you still going to work? Why are you still going to school? Because I got to survive. Okay, because we got to survive. That's why. Be separate. Now, if he says separate, separate. That's an always. Get your shit, get up. Now, if you can't leave right away, you're a single mom, you better stop jumping on every dick. You better stop. You better wait for a man of the Lord. And yeah, you got to kind of put yourself out there. You do and you don't. And I mean that in the aspect of you do. Because they tell you, and it doesn't make sense. Because a lot of these other Israelites that tell you, do not, don't be out there being front. But all the other women all the other women, like Sarah, not Jezebel, fuck Jezebel. Like Sarah, Bathsheba, and, like women like that, they went and asked the man, hey, get me pregnant. If you know this dude a man of the Lord, but your problem is, I'm going to tell you, you can know that a man's a man of the Lord because you'll be like, yo, he different. But what would y'all do? Y'all stay away from us. Y'all run from us. Bro, when I was back in my wickedness, I would go to strip clubs and strippers didn't want to dance for me because they'd be like, I would tell them I don't want them to dance for me anyway. Because of the fact I'm like, do you got a boyfriend? Nah, I don't. You can't dance for me. But I'm just giving y'all an example. Now, a lot of them, and even my other homies that's like, negative black males, they be like, women are scared of me. They scared of us. Like, you guys would rather go get you something that you feel you can control than a man that's going to tell you, like, nah, we ain't doing that. And that's where your problem lies. When you learn to be submissive and help, like, you know how easy it is to grow plants? The laws grow the plants. All you do is plant the seed like Yahweh said. You just plant it. Even This is planting a seed, and it grows. But y'all don't want to do that, man. Y'all think y'all so. The reason why y'all ain't rich, y'all so content of trying to be like all these wicked ass women. You want to follow Kim Kardashian, but if you ever looked at the riches, it's these women that, even though some of these cowgirl women be in their jeans and stuff, they always talk about, and I want to be on the land. They want to go back to the land because the riches, like Malek Arya, like he always tells me, your riches is like, and it's the same thing I've been telling people for a long time, is your cattle and your land and stuff. And that's the truth. And I've been telling people for a long time, why you keep investing in stocks for 401k and all these companies? Like, I work for these companies, and I've worked for some of these companies, and I felt bad the whole time. And I would go against them. It's like you stealing houses. How you stealing houses? You taking people's houses. They live in these houses for 18 years. They get behind on the payment. You set them up in these programs. You take their house. All that money that you wasted. Think about that. Some of y'all make like $2,500 a month. Some of y'all make like $600 a month. Bro, it says thou art rich. You don't understand you rich because everything you buy, you keep buying it over and over. If you don't understand something, not understand, overstand. Then when you can't see it from the top, then you don't understand what you're doing. Like that tomato. You buy that tomato. You just eat this tomato and y'all niggas throw away the seeds. Nigga, you throw the seeds away. You supposed to swallow them seeds. Them seeds help kill cancer. Nigga, why? Because your body is an ecosystem itself, bro. Like when you shit, it's called soiling, right? You're supposed to swallow those seeds. Your body's supposed to digest it. You're supposed to go shit outside in the dirt. And when you pee, that's what? What do you do when you plant something? You fertilize it. You put it in the soil, which your booty hole's doing. You poop it out your booty hole into the ground. You're covering that motherfucker up with some dirt. And what happens else when you pee or when you poop? Pee comes out, right? Yeah. You women supposed to be great creations. Look at the dog, man. It destroys the grass. Y'all supposed to be out here. That ammonia y'all got, man, y'all supposed to be helping create, bro. That's that plant. You're supposed to be giving back to the earth. Where's your 10%? Give Caesar what's his, right? Give Caesar his taxes. But the rest you're supposed to do what? Give to the Father. Who owns this place? Who? What's his name? The Father. He owns it. So why are you taking his creation and throwing it in the trash? Why you take a seed? See, you know an apple seed, you got to let sit. You can't grow apple seeds. You got to get clones. That's bullshit. You put it in the refrigerator for 3 weeks. Then you can go slice it a little bit and put it in the plant and it will grow. Man, there's so much. I can't say I could teach y'all so much because a lot of y'all got to just look shit up, man. You got the internet. But the same shit you doing with the refrigerator, when you swallow the seeds, like the watermelon seeds, they'll be like, oh, it'll grow in your stomach. Good. Let it grow. Because when you boo-boo that motherfucker out, you know what I mean? Let it start sprouting. That's what it's supposed to do. Your acid, that's why there's acid to destroy something. But your acids are getting fucked up because you eat McDonald's. And you got parasites, and your parasites are destroying the things that you need. You need those seeds inside of you. Those seeds actually have, where do the vitamins from the plant come from? The seed. When you suck a dick, where are you getting the seed from? The man from the nuts, which is a seed, and then what comes out of it? More seeds, which are what? Minerals and vitamins, which you women need, That's why you guys look like, oh, I got a glow, because you're pregnant. You shining. Why? Because you got the minerals and vitamins in you. You're supposed to inject all his seed up in you in all kinds of ways. But I know y'all gonna be like, yeah, you nasty. No, you're supposed to be swallowing that shit. That shit's good for your hair. You're supposed to get that shit injected in you. That shit. You guys don't have testosterone. That's why you think like the man. When the man ejaculates in you, even if he don't, if the man just stuck his dick in you, you automatically gonna start thinking like him. Because in some way, some sperm gonna slink out that spirit. That's that spirit. The spirit. Like Yahushua says, bad tree can't produce good fruit. Why? Because that nigga over there is A negative. That nigga might be a piece of shit, Esau. He ain't from the tribe. And he's trying to produce with an O negative woman, you can't produce good fruit. Even if you were able to get one out, it's not going to be good. That's what he's telling you this stuff, man. It comes down, all this stuff is you. You are this earth. You are everything. You are not you everything because you're gods. But we're not worshiping you women. You men. It's creation. Now, with that said, A bad tree can't produce good fruit, and a good tree can't produce bad fruit. Meaning, overall, not that we ain't gonna have no bad sons, but everything we bust out of us, most of them gonna get that spirit and be like, nah, man, I ain't down with that bullshit. I'm down with Yahweh. And even if you don't raise them, they still gonna somehow form over that. And like you can't, and this is how you know kings only create kings. You know, Yahweh made Adam. Yahweh made Adam. He made the angels. The angels still gods. They Yasha Allah. We all prince of power. They're Yasha Allah. We Yasha Allah. Prince of power. They're your brothers. That's what it says. It says ye are gods. Okay, so a god can only create another god, correct? But y'all niggas can't create me. Right? That's what I'm saying. But you women can recreate me. Bring back my forefathers. Stop aborting these kids. Stop aborting these kings. Not kids. Those are goats. Why you stop calling your kids, your children, kids? Call them goats. What do they worship? The Baphomet. Nigga, you over here calling your son a goat and shit? Fuck that. Your son is a lion. He's a king. So, with that said, Yahweh made Adam. Adam was the ruler of everything on this earth. Fucked up, right? Following under his woman, whatever. We're going to skip past all that. You should know the story by now, damn it. So, if Yahweh made Adam, and God can only create another God, he ain't gonna make nothing less. The angels are still gods. They're just not like, it says ye are gods. They're brothers. They're still Yasha Allah. They're still Prince of Power. You got left hand side and right hand side. So when y'all call Shaitan, Satan, that's y'all. That's y'all the left hand side. Because the left hand side still work for Yahweh. That's why he had to get permission to touch. He had to get permission to touch Job. If he didn't need to get permission, that means he don't work for him. Because I know when niggas tell me to do something, I don't work for them. I was looking like they stupid, like, nigga, you all do it. Nigga, I do whatever I want. Don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of problem with people right now. Niggas keep joining all these gangs and shit, but they want to be separate. Oh, I'm me. But you taking orders from a nigga that's scared to do the shit that you doing. You've given away your life. For what, man? You over here killing your bro for what, bro? Man. What? For what? For what? For what? For what? You killing your brother, which killing is bad. Murder is not. Murder is righteous. Because Yahweh's going to come murder y'all asses, bro. Murder. And I'm going to be on the mountaintop clapping. Like, fuck that nigga up. Remember that nigga stole my... like, hey, I'll be real. Like, and you know what? Some of your enemies are going to end up getting... I'm telling you the truth, because... I literally talk to my father, and some like that's all I do is talk to him. I pray and talk to my father all day. And I'm gonna get back to where I was going, but you know, I'll tell you, like there's times like I'll be going to sleep, and I used to do a lot of drugs, but like I'm gonna tell you, there's a difference in drugs because there's pharmaceutical and pharmakeia, and you got to know the difference. Because Peter would even tell you the same thing. You got the man-made shit, which it says in the Bible. To trust in God rather than man. And if you trust in God, you start taking these herbs and these fruits and eating them. You start growing your own stuff. Let God let your food grow. Trust in what he said when the plants are right and everything. You stop going over to man and eating all these pills at the doctor's office and the bowls of Jell-O and the pudding and everything else. So, there are plants. Like the natives used to use peyote and all this kind of stuff. Alcohol fucks you up worse than most things. But guess what? Marijuana, seed bearing. You can eat it. Cocaine, seed bearing. You can drink it. Peyote, seed bearing. You can drink it. Heroin, seed bearing. You can drink it. All that stuff, mushrooms. Well, they come from a fungus, but they still, in a way, seed bearing because they still have fertilized. So, you can eat it. All this stuff is for spirituality. You're not supposed to be spiritual like, oh, like, you know, I'm spiritual in the aspect of you're supposed to walk in the spirit. This stuff opens your mind. That's why it's called spirits. When you go into a liquor store, you decide what you want. You want white liquor or you want dark liquor? You want to be down or you want to be up? Wake your ass up. Understand the difference. I'm trying to tell you. So, cocaine is actually very good for you. And a lot of people don't know that. But hold on, they would say it's bad. Why? Because over in the doctor's office, they put cocaine and heroin in all your pills. All of your pills got cocaine and heroin in them. But guess what? It's only bad when you start smoking it. Because it's not meant to be smoked. And you mix it and you're smoking it. Weed really is not bad. Tobacco is not really bad. All this stuff can be chewed and eaten. Chewed and eaten. Tobacco is common and is actually good for you if it's organic. Um, Cocaine is actually good for your stomach. It helps with nausea and all kinds of stuff. Man, cocaine does so much things for you guys. The coca plant does so much good things. The heroin plant does great things for you. And all this stuff opens you up. Now, I'm not saying I did all these. Even ecstasy. Not real, the ecstasy pill. Molly. Comes from a tree. Comes from a tree in Thailand. It's taking out the tree in Thailand. You know how much they get for one of those roots of trees? Like 5 G's. And that's Thailand, 5 G's. Just to be able to get the elixir out of it. I'm telling you. But yet, you guys believe in doctor shit like Adderall, which is meth, man-made. Meth, which is meth, man-made. These things why do you think people get destroyed so quick when you see these man-made drugs? Honestly, sit back and watch. All these man-made drugs kill people. What was all that shit they was drinking? That cough syrup. Them niggas was dying. Like, nigga, you drinking a man-made thing instead of taking this herb right here, boiling up. And there's nothing wrong with being high. Animals get high. Dolphins get high. Monkeys get high off of caterpillar. Dolphins get high off of the blowfish. Animals get high. You know, there's animals that bite frogs. Snakes, I think, that bite a frog just so it gets high. Spirituality is spiritual. You know what I mean? There's certain plants that eat cows, and every animal gets high. But when you do drugs wrong, you get low. Then you get the difference of what I'm saying. Like when people start injecting themselves with needles, that's demonic. That's witchcraft. So when you injecting, that's when you're going against God. You're injecting. You're not doing it as you're going to pick something off and eat it. Because, I mean, you could get high off of apples. When you brew it right, you get drunk, right? So now apples are bad, right? So is apples bad because that niggas eating bath salt and shit like that? So the salt is not bad, but it's how you do it is what makes it bad. You consuming it differently instead of letting your body consume it how it's supposed to be. Like marijuana, man, you're supposed to be eating this shit off the tree. There's trees in Africa with marijuana. You just walk up and eat it. You get high. There's nothing wrong with being high. There's nothing wrong with taking mushrooms that actually grow from the earth, that actually open up your mind. Because you know what? You saying that if you say it's wrong, then you're saying that the Most High is wrong for creating it. Why did he create it then if it wasn't to be used? It says it's to be used. Who's it to be used by? Us. Why? But there's a time for it and there's a time not for it. I'm telling you. Especially when you're sick. What do you think when people are on these spiritual walks and the natives are on these walks? Do you think they didn't brew heroin and peyote up and drink it in a soup and sit there and be like, what did you see? But nowadays people take it and they want to go a different route and they inject it. And they still ask people, what did you see while you was dead? What'd you see? Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you. They take that shot. Then they try to kill. Man, I'm just letting you know. People try to take the Most High's way and change it. But back to what I was saying. Because I digress. Y'all got to come up out of this. It says to come up out of her. So, you need to come out of her. As in, you need to get up out these projects. Because when martial law, Jacob's trouble happens, your ass gonna be shut down, stuck in this motherfucker like a rat. How you gonna get out? You ain't gonna get out. Your pussy gonna stink. You gonna stink if you get caught off to this military war. Your ass gonna stink, man. You just gonna stink, dude. You gonna stink. It says that you gonna stink. In the Bible, it says, in that day there shall be stank. It's talking about y'all. Y'all gonna stink. Why should a man want you? You gonna stink. What can you do? Twerk? Y'all, a lot of y'all about to lose your money anyway because YouTube coming down on y'all. So y'all hoes gonna get fucked up off Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Then y'all gonna get fucking fucked up because the government shut down. And let me guess, all y'all dumbasses went and spent all your motherfucking money already on this Thanksgiving. So you're gonna be broke. How much food you got stored up? How many bags of oatmeal you got stored up? Even though it says not to store because Yahweh is gonna feed his people, his elect shall eat. What you gonna do if you ain't his elect? You gonna walk around stir. And a lot of y'all women, even the 1/3 women, even the 144,000 men, still gonna go through this tribulation and times and all that. We gonna be tested. It says, He that endures to the end shall be saved. So you going to have to be with a man that endures to the end to be saved. Because otherwise your ass going to be getting endured in. You're going to be getting endured. You're going to be getting ran through is what's going to be happening. You'll be eating your own kids. It says you're going to eat your own kids. You strong men going to get beat up, raped, killed right in front of your wives and your husbands too. Because a lot of y'all niggas gay. You're going to be getting raped, killed, beat up, shot, everything. Y'all niggas going to get dashed to pieces. You don't watch your kids get dashed to pieces. But hey, you didn't believe in the separation. You didn't want your strong men. You didn't want your kings. You didn't want to stick it with your tribe. You want to go off and get stuck, suck everybody else's dick, mess up your DNA, fuck your DNA up. You want to go get injected by crack cocaine or get injected instead of do things the way it was supposed to be done. You didn't want to stay in the spirit. You wanted to go be a whore. You wanted to depend on Esau. You wanted to depend on EBT. You wanted to depend on everything else. You're going to lose that. You want to be like, you don't need a man. Perfect. Your ass going to go to war now. You're going to be crying. Your dad's going to be trying to give y'all away. Same little princesses that he was like, I love you. He going to be like, run. Run to that black dude's house down there that we thought was weird. That nigga over there that's always up praying and don't nobody ever see. The one that's always telling us stuff and we looking at him wrong, cuss him out. Run to his house. The one that be telling us to stop celebrating these holidays, run to his house. And guess what? It's going to take you a long ass time to get there. Why? Because you're going to have to get out that motherfucking city. And for the men that's like, oh, I'm getting out the city, I'm just going to do, some of y'all, go ahead. Because y'all going to need to go back to the city because you didn't prepare, you didn't listen in time. And you weren't of the elect. So even if you came out of her, your ass gonna try to go back into her and you ain't gonna be able to. Because you're gonna need stuff. And because you didn't learn and you have no knowledge. Instead of using YouTube to learn his word. Because food ain't gonna be the only thing that's gonna keep you. Even if you got a bunch of food. You need the word to be hungry. Famine of the word. That's the only thing that's got you. You think everything I done been through in my life? The only person that got me through anything is Yahweh, bro. This is the Father, Yahweh Bashem Yassai. Like, that's it. Like, everything else, that shit don't matter, bro. Like, even in the last seconds or stuff, like, he'll just get you out. Even when people trying to fight you or jump you. Like, man, he got me out of situations. I didn't even know what it was until later on he revealed it to me. But like it says, he shall deliver you in 6 times, and in the 7th shall no evil touch you. So you got to build that faith and have faith and put on the full armor of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to protect yourself against these enemies. The full armor. Remember, these words is your weapon. This Bible is your sword. This is your power, your Elohim. You know what I mean? You need that Kodash. I know this is a little long, but I'm still trying to get to, there's a lot of information I want to get to, man. It's like, I'll be just thinking about this shit all the time. Like, how can I put it out there? Because most people can't understand me. Like, I try to tell them, and they can't understand. It's either how I talk, or they be like, you slur, or something. But it's like, bro, it's not that I ain't telling y'all the truth. If you ain't trying to hear it. Because language really don't matter, bro. Because if somebody come up to you and they grabbing their dick, it's like, yo, either this nigga got to pee, or this nigga trying to fuck somebody, or he trying to think of the ER. One of the three. And usually it's like he's grabbing himself and they looking around. They may say something like, somebody, you don't know. And they grab it. It's like, the bathroom, we start pointing. Yeah, you kind of know. Come on, you just need the gist of it. You don't need all that other bullshit. Y'all think y'all do. Y'all out here looking down on these homeless people. But you over here doing all this wicked shit, bro. I'm telling you. Them niggas ain't homeless. Them is the rich ones. You homeless. And you ain't got no knowledge. You don't know who you are. You don't know how to survive. People like, oh, I know how to survive. Nah. I'll take some cornbread, make some beans. I'm like, bro, where you gonna get this food from? You live in a place where when they shut down your water, you stuck. You live in a place where the HOA tell you what to do. Like, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. You move out your parents' house because you don't want them to tell you what to do. And they may tell you you can't go out driving. Or you can't go out that weekend. Cool. Save your money. But you be like, fuck that, I'm leaving. Your ass go move in with some motherfucking... You go move into some apartment or some motherfucking HOA where they tell your ass, well, if you do this, we're charging you $200. So they taking your money, and you still under somebody's rules, bro. You go live in a place where they tore down the desert, build a house, and then make the surrounding looks like a desert, and tell you not to let desert weeds grow through, or they gonna fine you $100-something for not pulling them weeds. Who's a slave? You supposed to be in a place where you live, but you working for them. Tell that nigga you paying them. You paying HOA. Why don't you come pull these weeds? Why I gotta pay another nigga to come pull my weeds? Why I gotta pay them? It's a desert environment. Let that motherfucker grow. You get what I'm saying? That's like, that shit just don't make sense. It's like, we gave you a shading or an awning for your house. We don't want to see the sun touch your porch. If the sun touches your porch, then guess what? We gonna fine you. That shit don't make sense. That's like the same shit I've been telling y'all about your money. I said y'all are rich. Y'all take these seeds, and one tomato seed costs 1 cent. Plant that shit. Once it grows 4 inches, that mug's $1. That's 10,000% interest right there. Once it grows 18 inches, that shit's worth $20. And that depends on what type of seed it is. That's just a Roma tomato. If you do a beefsteak tomato, one tomato is $5 in some places. $5.99 for one tomato. But guess what? These tomatoes have hundreds of seeds in them. But guess what? That tomato plant, you could sell for $20, or you could let them tomatoes fall off. Some tomato, there's from one seed, sometimes people get over 30,000 pounds off of one seed, or 300 pounds off of one seed. You just don't understand what riches are. You lazy. Yeah, you tell me you can't go whip your vagina or your dick out and go pee on a plant outside. You be like, oh, I ain't got no water. Nigga, you could grow a tomato plant in your house. Nigga, you let the sun in, right? I mean, the Most High gave you everything you need. You go to the store anyway. Not even, you walk past trash. Bro, you ain't even got to pay for it. You walk past trash, bro. You walk past trash. You walk past trash, bro. You can get you a cup. There's dirt on the ground. You walk past trash. There's somebody that threw a sandwich away that got tomato seeds up in there. Bro, you walk past trash. There's apple seeds up in there. That shit ain't trash. That's motherfucking a gold pot, boy. Y'all niggas over here looking at that shit wrong. Bro, that's gold. Bro, that's fucking gold. You walking past another man's trash is another man's treasure. Nigga, another man's trash. Damn, nigga, because trash is treasure. People just don't know it, bro. They used to be throwing away brand new TVs and shit. Like, it's to the point that nigga's so stupid. This dude sold, this one guy I was working with, a motorcycle for $150 because he dropped it. He was like, the piece is going to cost too much to fix. And it was only one button that was out of, like, a little button on the side that was out of place. And this was a brand new motorcycle. It cost like 16 grand or whatever it cost. The dude was like, okay, so if I fix it, I could drive off with it right now. He goes, yep. He goes, all right, you got some duct tape? Dude gave him some duct tape, taped it up, started that bitch, drove off. $150. Paid the dude $150. Brand new motorcycle. All he had to do was get side fenders and all that. Man, brand new Ninja Suzuki, whatever. That's what I'm just saying. Like, knowledge, bro. Y'all just ain't got the knowledge. Man, you know how many people be selling cars because they're like, oh, my car don't work. And motherfucker just missing transmission fluid or missing oil or the battery dead. Niggas just like, oh, I need a brand new car. Yeah, these people that you go to these shops gonna tell you whatever the fuck they want to tell you. Oh, you need this, this, and this. They may order that piece, have you pay for it, and put that on somebody else's car, and just put a brand new battery in your car and be like, yep, you're good to go. Fucking knowledge, bro. Know what you getting. Like, y'all niggas sit here and buy these fucking houses for what? You don't own it. Read your contract. Even if you pay that shit off, you still don't fucking own it. What is it? What's so fucking hard to understand? Get up out of her. Nigga, I'm not just gonna accept any woman to come live with me. But if you trying to get in order, cool, come. But if you ain't down to live like how I'm living, like to be pilgriming, fuck you. Like my thing is, and I tell men for the longest, I believe in MGTOW, I believe in it. But for the longest, I always told women, no, fuck that. If you want to go on a date, you take me out. We go out, but you paying. I don't care. I take their money, everything. Everybody, that's wrong to do. Fuck that. What you mean? When you marry this bitch, her dad's supposed to be giving you all this shit. How's niggas' dads anyway these days? Oh, you're the father. You gotta pay for her. No, fuck that. I'm a king. I'm the GOAT. Remember that. Yeah, I was doing this shit and I didn't even know I was the GOAT. That's why I'm glad y'all keep putting out videos. The water. Because I didn't know I was the GOAT. I didn't know I was the GOAT. I thought I was the bitch. Like Cat Williams said in the joke. And like literally, I had lost a whole bunch of fights when I went pro. In a row. Because I listening to dumb niggas. I didn't have no way. I would, as an amateur dude, I'll fight anybody. I don't give a fuck. I was beating niggas that niggas was like, there's no fucking way you supposed to be beating these niggas, and I'm beating them. Your mind, your spirit, your soul, you gonna win. You know what I mean? Keep that in order. Don't let these fuckboys tell you, like, fuck with your faith. That's all it is. They gonna fuck with your faith. Fuck that. But, I lost some fights because people were like, oh, it's okay to lose. All right, fuck it then. Why? That shit ain't never okay to lose. Why we want to raise our kids to be losers? Oh, it's okay. Everybody get your... Fuck that. That shit ain't okay. That shit is not okay. You know, you got to be in your faith. You got to stay strong. You to go. You to go. You got to let these women know you to go. They want to be with you. They got to have your seat. If she ain't down to give you your kids, fuck her. Just tell her you a concubine. You don't want to support, you don't want to do it, you're a concubine. And still abuse her. Still use her. Take her money. What do you think? King Solomon didn't take knowledge from these women? He didn't have... There got to be a reason for me to want this woman. What can you do for me? Good. Okay, your dad got lands? Cool. I can get that. What? Stop letting these women just run over you, taking all your shit. And then what they do? They waste it and give it to another nigga? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Bro, you better... There's so many women out here. They stupid. They stupid. You can tell them something a million times and they ain't gonna get it. That's why it says he's deprived them from understanding. You get a couple that's smart because their father taught them correct. You get a couple that like knows how to train a horse. Let them do what they do. Yes, some people good at whatever they do. Yeah, maybe she only know how to work. That's all she could do, but she don't know how to love. Cool. The Bible don't tell her tell her to love you. It says for you to love her. You gotta teach her how to love. You gotta teach these women because they stupid. I mean that shit. You can sit up here and explain to them, look, we could be rich if we just go off grid and live in this. Nah, we need this big ass house for what? You get this big ass house and you live in one small ass room. You stay in the living room the whole time. Nigga, my two favorite spots is the bathroom, living room. That's where I chill. I sleep on the couch. I got a big ass bed. Don't even fucking use it. I might go fuck on it. That's it. Like, I'd rather fuck on the floor. I sleep on the floor or on the couch. I don't need all that other shit. Niggas need all that delicate, soft shit. Fuck that. I'll get me a TP, sleep outside in the rain. I wish my other video didn't get deleted. I'll show y'all some shit. But man, like, if she ain't down if she ain't down to serve you, to create your kingdom, man, get rid of that bitch. Because it says you when you get married, you gain a possession. It doesn't say what type of possession. You can have a possession of something you own or something that's possessed and it's fucking up your house. Because of possession. Think about that. Get rid of that shit. Because if you got a possession, that's a demon, bro. Some of these women are demons, bro. They get that Jezebel spell up on them, man. They trying to destroy. If they listen to any other man but you, get rid of that bitch. Like, straight up. Because that means she ain't listening to you. If she ain't, get rid of her, bro. Like, I'm telling you, don't waste your time. Because if the Most High got you on a journey like he do me, he gonna fuck you up. Because he fucked me up. Like... And he'll have you fuck up people just to get your ass moving. Like, he'll put you in a situation when you don't do what he says, he's going to fuck you up. And when you do what he says, he's going to bless you. Like, when he told me to go pilgrim, buy this land, do all this, I bought the land. Like, when people, and I mean, he'll give it to you. Like, I'm getting shit that's like 50,000 for like this price. And they're like, how the fuck you doing it? It ain't me. It's your father. If he has a certain lot for you to do, you gonna do his lot. People just give me horses. People just give me goats. People just give me chickens. I'm like, what the fuck I'm doing all my money? Okay, I use my money and buy all the other shit that's getting destroyed. But y'all gotta remember, a lot of y'all be like, oh, I don't believe in spiritual signs. They'll be like, oh, I seen the 666, that's the devil. No, motherfucker. If you see the 666, you know what that number means? It says to stay in your path and not worry about material things. So if I see some of y'all 2/3 motherfuckers and y'all keep trying to tell me to do some other shit, that's why I ignore y'all. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Invest in this, do this. Bro, you don't understand what the fucking investment is. If you don't understand yourself, you don't understand your wealth, you don't understand your health. If you don't understand how to eat right, that the herbs of the field are for you, how you understand wealth if you're killing yourself? Y'all niggas committing suicide every day. That's a sin, ain't it? Yeah, I know it does say that his elect gonna eat poison and survive. Yeah, we eating poison all the time. We eating poison all the time. But sometimes you gotta eat these fruits. Like, you gotta understand, like, blueberries is good for your eyes. Kiwi is good for your brain. You gotta understand why it's better to eat almonds than regular peanuts. You gotta understand, even sometimes it's good to drink bad stuff, like energy drinks. Sometimes it's bad. But sometimes you need that, because sometimes you need to drink a beer. Sometimes you got too much shit in you. You need to drink a beer, and beer's gonna make you pee and poop all that shit out. But right now, like I said, if you're trying to fertilize and create, our stomachs are so fucked up because you're eating that Burger King, that Wendy's Queen, that Starbucks, that motherfucking McDonald's, Dairy Queen, and everything else. It's bad for you. You're over here eating ice cream and drinking milk. You eating ice cream and drinking milk. Oh, I'm getting vitamin D. No, you get vitamin D from the sun, which the sun is fucked up. That's why this is not our sun. That's why it says that the Israelite male, the black males in America, women too, that even the people that aren't black are supposed to take 50,000 IUs every 3 months of D3. Fuck that. You take 50,000 IUs every day. I take way more than that, because the sun, in 15 minutes, you're supposed to get 50,000 or 100,000 IUs from the sun in 15 minutes. So think about how much sun you're really supposed to get. So think about it. Kahel, Superman, all God, gets his strength and power from the sun. David, Dawudah got his strength. What? He was in the sun. We ain't in our sun. We ain't getting the same kind of sun. Y'all go in these houses all the time. Y'all ain't out in the sun working. You at these jobs. You ain't out in the sun working. Why you think we be living so long? We be out in that sun. The sun kills everybody else, right? Man, get your ass, bro. But think about it. Y'all want to eat all these foods grown by lights inside, but the sun, it grows the food outside. Man, imagine all that vitamins you getting inside of you, that energy, that real radiation. You know what I mean? But nah, y'all want that kryptonite. That word crypto, hidden, tonight, means knowledge and stuff like that. Break down these words, start understanding. It says, study the word, show yourself approved to who? Yahweh, right? So when you study the word, you got to understand the word. The word was around before. So words and knowledge, that shit was around. So you understand the word. Word changes. And it's talking about the word, Yahweh Shai, but you also got to understand what the word means. Like, stop calling y'all fucking selves queens when that means bussy prostitute. Don't no man want no queen. If you look at any Disney movie in the world, all the queens is fucking horrible, badass people. Why the fuck you want a queen? That's stupid as fuck. Why would I ever want a motherfucking queen? I don't want no queen. Queens be trying to rule over. All the queens is fucking evil. They try to kill all the princesses and take over. Fucking demonic ass bitches. Maleficent type ass bitches. Fuck that. I want a princess, because princesses are adored. You know what I mean? You speak to them, they act nice. Nobody want no fucking queen. What the fuck? It's like saying, oh, I want me a bitch. I want me a bad bitch. Then you stupid. Go sit your bad bitch ass in a queen, with your queen and your clears and everything else over in a cave somewhere. Then, because we want them righteous women. I'm trying to bring back forefathers. I'm trying to bring through the regeneration through your vagina. I'm trying to bring the seed back, the spirit, from me through the regeneration, through you, through that vagina that you got right there. I'm trying to bring back kings. You ain't trying to bring back no kings. Go close your legs and stop being a whore. Because you bringing back enemies. You bring back demons. How you spitting demons out through your portal? you you letting demons come through your portal. Your fucking vagina already look like Baphomet. Look like a snake's mouth. Come on, Eve. Wake your ass up. Some of us really want this kingdom. And you'll be happy to be serving under a man of the Lord. You'll be happy to have brothers and sisters. You'll be happy to have sons and daughters. You'll be happy to eat food righteously. You'll be happy to understand what your children's eating so your children's getting knowledge. You better come serve and stop swerving. It's like y'all niggas want to go left when you should be going right. Bro, come on. You want to fuck a man, but tell him, don't ejaculate in me. Why wouldn't we want to ejaculate in you? Most time we don't even want to ejaculate in you. Because it's like, why? We don't need you. You know what I mean? Y'all, it's like y'all women, the ones that's supposed to be queens, so-called queens, that should be princesses. Y'all don't even want to create to be great. Y'all be like, oh, I want to be rich and all this and do all this. And you want to run around with bitches. When bitches backstab bitches, it's like, you fucking stupid. What you think is going to happen during Jacob's trouble? Like, oh, me and my girls, we going to be getting together, getting it popping. Yeah, get your head popped up. You're raped, tortured. That's what's going to happen. But, man, y'all think because y'all live together in a group of girls, y'all safe? Y'all safe? Nigga, look at all this shit, all these sex trafficking rings. Girls getting snatched up. Why? Because y'all bitches be like, girl, that guy, you better go with him. And then never see their motherfucking friend again. And not even that. Y'all be listening to bitches you don't even know. And them bitches be poisoning you and having your ass set up and get taken. And their ass get paid. And their ass get paid. Oh, come meet at this Bible study group, girl. We about to get it cracking. Clapping hands, doing all this bullshit. Y'all fucking run around listening to all these sodomites and shit. How you gonna listen to a man that's trying to be a woman tell you how to be a woman? But yet you want to tell the nigga that's being a man that this nigga ain't no man because he don't act like him. You fucking foolish, bro. I'm calling you bro because you're a girl that act like a dude. You fucking stupid. Y'all stupid. Because when the time comes down, that little gay ass nigga, you think he gonna protect you. He gonna be getting his ass beat in the corner. When shit hit the fan, all the men, y'all gonna be like, where the men at? We need the men to come take care of us. Why y'all always letting us black women get our ass beat? Why y'all always letting us Latino women get our ass beat? Why all the native women coming up missing? How come all the foster kids is missing? Oh, every year out in motherfucking Oklahoma and Kansas and all this shit, you got like fucking 30 foster kids a month disappearing out there. But don't nobody talk about that. What about all the native women that's coming up missing from motherfucking Canada all the way out here in Americas? You know what I mean? That's just coming up missing. Sex trafficking. You know, I be sometimes at these truck stops and you see these little Arabian Middle Eastern motherfuckers come through with their orange beards and shit, dressed up looking like Muslim. Got they got little girls covered up from head to toe where you can't see their face, but you know it's a sex trafficking. But what can you do? Because if we say something, you're doing something against them. But when it's your daughter or you that's getting kidnapped, you gonna want some help. When that little girl or that little lady that's up under there, she walking through this store, and she covered up head to toe, can't even see her feet, fingers, nothing. Look like she wearing a damn sheet. Face covered up, everything. Can't even see her eyes, but walking. And you know it's a little kid. You're like, man, that ain't his daughter. But she probably can't say nothing because she probably got her arms tied together. Probably got her mouth tied up or covered up. Yeah, it's fucked up, huh? It's a fucked up world. So I want to say something against the man that want to have more women. But yeah, I would rather go live in a dungeon somewhere. Some fucking cave. Y'all rather go do that, huh? Y'all rather do that. Be taken. Be chopped up. Missing, put in a freezer out in Chicago somewhere. So y'all want to be down with the bad shit. You know what I mean? Make the money. Till your ass gets killed up and die. You want to sit here and have niggas fight each other over you. And then let them niggas go to jail and then go fuck another nigga. Y'all niggas is whores. Y'all bitches. Y'all be like, only God could judge me. He says there shall be no whores. So he's going to call you a whore. He going to call you a bitch too. So know that. He says, he said, but ye are dogs. You better understand that when you don't honor your husband, it says a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged as wise shall be judged as wise in the kingdom. But a woman that dishonoreth her husband shall be judged least in the kingdom. So that means you're gonna be under all the murderers, all the sodomites, all the baby rapists. Y'all gonna be under all of them. At least. Only God can judge me. Yeah, well, Yahweh's gonna judge you. He already judging you. The word God, he says, ye are gods. And that's little g. That means we are judges. The word God, man, come on, bro. Study the word. I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all better come on. Come on with it. You better stop putting down your brothers and stuff with this faith. Start listening to people's dreams and shit. Not everybody's dreams is correct, man. Not every time every dream mean what you think it means. But it says that the men and the women and the kids shall have dreams and visions. I'm messing it up, but that's in the book of Titus. Man, I've been to these churches, and pastors ain't never been there to answer my shit. They only talk about feelings. They be like, well, it could be the devil. Why is it in the Bible if it's the devil? Well, the devil did change the Bible. You're right. Sure did. Change the images and likenesses. Change the images and likenesses. Remember, y'all women need to stay sober-minded right now. We in them times, man, I was in Walmart the other day. Matter of fact, yesterday I was in Walmart. It was snowing. I'm walking in, and this is how you can tell the difference between the alpha males and everybody else. I'm walking in, these niggas fighting. Talking shit, this man talking shit to this woman. Then this girl try to jump in. And I'm sitting there calm as fuck. I'm looking to see if any guns getting pulled. Cool. I'm asking questions. Like, everybody's mind and shit is so on to what's going on. I'm just like, yo, can you tell me where this is? Because that shit to me don't matter. It don't matter no more. Because that shit gonna be going on in that day. Niggas gonna be running. And you know what? Like it says, the elect men still gonna be walking around. Just like in that Foot Locker commercial. They tried to portray those heathens, those 2/3, those Israelites as elect men. But they portrayed it on the left and right hand side. But y'all didn't even get that, man. Y'all either saw either the left hand or the right. No, most people didn't even see it. Well, yeah, you talked about the right. But you got to portray both. Because he's omnipotent. Omnipotent. Salakia. He's omnipotent. So you have to be able to portray both sides. There's a reason why both sides was being shown. So, if you got any questions, man, I'm down. You can email me. The email address is right there. Email me. Man, I'll tell you some stuff, bro. Like, I'll tell you how to grow plants. I'll tell you what to grow, man. It's easy. You go get, but man, you get free books, man. Man, I'll tell you how to get seeds. Y'all want to know how to get free seeds? You could go down to the library with your library card. And even if you ain't from there, you can still get free seeds. They have a seed bank at almost every, I can't say every library. They have a seed bank at libraries. Just go. And man, it ain't about your color, man. It's because you're going to have people that look like each nation. That's what I'm saying. Your own brother is probably Esau. Your own sister could be Esau. You got different dads, bro. Most of the Israelites got different dads. Most of y'all Charlotte got different dads. Just because that nigga look like you does not mean that he's like you. Not all Israel is Israel. Understand that. You better start judging by the Spirit. You better start judging. Because sometimes the people that y'all niggas talking about your enemies is going to be the ones that, just because he look different, be the one that be like, yo, I got you. Here. Nah, be the one that protects you. And sometimes it be like that. You might be dealing with people and a cop come along and he look like Esau. But that cop actually a Jake. And he be telling like some Ishmaelites off or something. Or he might be telling some Hamites off. You never know. Or some other Judites off. You don't know. And he might be a Jake. Y'all better come on with that. Like, man. Not everybody's gonna get the word like us. And that's a superpower in itself. To be able to understand and to hear and understand his word. Because some people can't even hear it at all. It's like a dog whistle. Like only dogs hearing it. It's like they can't hear it. I mean, it's like, They just can't see it. They can't hear it. It's like if you was, it's like some people colorblind. They just can't see the color. Why? It's that, well, that comes from their mom, that trait of their mom, but it's just like that. But I mean, I didn't try to make this long of a video. You know, I just be got a lot to say a lot of times. So Slakia, so you know, I'll be jumping around. I'll be trying to get back to the point of the story though. So, but yeah, man, we close to Jacob's trouble. We in the end. I mean, it's close. Y'all women that's at ease, y'all better stop that shit though, because you ain't got no time. There ain't no time for that shit, man. I'm telling you, all that shit didn't happen for my dream. I've been talking about shit. You know, I've been telling people stuff that the Most High told me not to tell them for years, and now He's like, go ahead and tell them. Now's the time. Because it makes sense, because at that time, if I'd have told them, it wouldn't have made sense. Maybe they wouldn't have had children at that time, or maybe they didn't have that daughter or that son at that time, or maybe they didn't do a certain thing at that time. So, you know, everything's for a reason. He's omnipotent. Me, I'm just a vessel. I'm just His son. With that said, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahshai, Brakatam, Lam Lam Yam, Kwam Yashala.